Heaven's providence began with man and woman. From the creation of the universe, that man and woman were Adam and Eve. True Father said that the original Adam and Eve, who did not fall, were the body of God. He also said that Adam and Eve were to be the true parents of humankind. The reason why I talk about the original man and woman is because I want to talk about true father and true mother. The United Christian Church has passed the transition period and reached the settlement period. We now live in the era of 천일국, ushered in by true parent and led by true mother. To be more precise, today's era is true parents' era, centering on true mother. Unfortunately, many of us are still confused, and we are wandering aimlessly, refusing to accept the current situation. We feel as if we were still living in a time of transformation. Our attitude of faith makes it difficult for true mother who is leading this new era. For the past 50 years, God's providence was carried out by true parents, centering on true father. Everything was focusing on true father. I explained this a while ago in a message titled The Direction of the Shorthand in God's Providential Clock. I will link it to the end of this video, so please watch it. A clock has 3 significant hands which determine the time: the hour hand, minute hand, and second hand. Of the 3, all are equally important, right? But the most essential time hand for us is the hour hand, because it determines the time and gives us direction. In the providence of God, the central figure changes according to the eras. So, think the clock and the clock hands are good examples that best explain the central figure of God's providence of the 3 ages: Jesus, true Father, and true Mother. In the New Testament era, Jesus was the hour hand. It is because Jesus was the main character of the providence and the one who determined the time and direction of the providence. That is why Jesus said in John 14:6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. In the complete Testament age, true Father was the hour hand. He set the direction of the providence. In the complete Testament era, Jesus as the minute hand helped the hour hand. Then who is the hour hand in the period of 천일국? This is none other than true mother. True mother is the hour hand. This is because true mother is the main character of the providence in the era 천일국. She is the one who decides the providence, right? So according to clock and clock hand, Jesus as the second hand and true Father as the minute hand assists true mother, the hour hand. Dear brothers and sisters, we must take Moses' 40 years journey in the wilderness as a lesson and do all we can to avoid repeating the mistakes of that period. God gave the Jewish people the lesson 2,000 years ago in the time of Jesus. As that lesson was valid even when the second coming Messiah came 60 years ago to Christianity. And now, the precisely same lesson is being applied to unificationists living in the era of 천일국, attending True Mother. The 40 years journey of Moses in the wilderness is not just a story of Old Testament era. After the wilderness journey, God did not choose the wilderness generation centering on Moses. The main reason is because that generation did not understand God's providence. We face a similar challenge today and run the risk of being left behind by our Heavenly Parent. Some people around us are still trying to understand the providence of God by looking at the second hand on the providential clock. Some others are looking at the minute hand for understanding. As a result, they run the risk of missing the new providence. We must clearly remember who is leading the providence in the 천일국 era. Could it be Jesus? Or could it be True Father? Or is it True Mother? The one who leads 천일국 determines the time of the providence and can represent the exact direction of God's providence. Another thing we must clearly understand is that the second and minute hand are absolutely united and support our hand. If the second and minute hands were against our hand, time would stop, right? Again, time will stop even if the hour hand ignore the second and minute hands. On February 11, 2023, True Mother spoke at a meeting with the Sonak UPA cadet. She told them, "You are the treasured central figure of 천일국." She asked who proclaimed it first year of 천일국 in 2013. Finally, True Mother reminded them, do not forget about it. The only way to liberate you, your family, and even your ancestor is to become one with True Mother. Here True Mother told us to remember exactly who the proclaimer of the first year of 천일국 in 2013 was, and to realize that True Mother is the main character of providence in the era of 천일국. She also said, the olive tree sent its root down 15 meters and through rock cracks to get to the water source and lives for thousands of years. There's no perfection in ignorance. You have to learn and know. I believe that. This word means that we must clearly know who the main character leading the providence is. Last week I said that today's episode, our attitude toward the Hyojung, will be the last topic under the theme Understanding Hyojung. But before talking about that attitude, I have prepared today's message to help us clarify our stance on the timeline and the direction of the providence so that we don't fall by the wayside and wander aimlessly like the faceless wilderness generation in Moses' time, or the wandering Christians who are gazing at the clouds waiting for the second coming of Christ. This is because the life of Hyojung is to truly attend to the central figure of providence. So, The last episode on understanding Hyojung will be finalized on the next Anshil. Till then, may our Heavenly Parents and true parents' blessing be upon you and your loved one.